Today we're going to talk about these last 3 quarters. I've not done this before, I believe, about what I've read in terms of books. We now are in August, so in this case we are in September, so we are dealing with until August. In terms of books, I've read 75 novels, which total 19,800 pages, so a good number of books, less good number of pages, but that's it. In terms of books and series and so on, I've read 16 Black Library novels, which is very good to me. I try to read around 12 books per year, so I'm already there. And I finish some series. I finished Genevieve by Jack Yeovil. I finished Ambassador Chronicles by Graham McNeill. Both by, and in this case, also Beast Arises and Gilead. All of these are from Black Library novels. I'm going to try to finish another series this year. In terms of other series that I finished the Ark of a Skite by Neil Shusterman. Bird Box, which is another series that I finished. Well, there are 2 books, but whatever. The Slob as well, only 2 books, horror books. Well, that's it. And finally, a trilogy by Caitlin O'Neill Gear. It's called The Rewilding Report, which was very good, to be honest. In terms of books that I've read, I have read several big books, if you wish, books over 500 pages. So this year I tried to read a couple of more 500-page books. In my mind, I decided to read 12. I have now read. Let me just grab the information. 5, 8, 7, 8, 9. So I'm on goal. I've read by Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, which is 505 pages. I've read Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman by 515 pages. No Longer Human by Junji Ito, 660 pages. The Toll also by Neil Shusterman, 630 pages. On the Third Day by Rhys Thomas, zombie apocalyptic stuff, 631 pages. J.K. Rowling, The Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, also 636 pages. The Great Hunt, Robert Jordan, 705 pages. And finally, Swan Song by Robert McMahon, 966 pages. The oldest book I read was The Secret of Shamnis by Agatha Christie. I've read this week. I finished this week, 1955. And I've read 3 books from 2024, so this year. So that's good as well. The most read author was Caitlin O'Neill Gear, 3 novels. I read the whole trilogy. Dan Habit, I read 3 books, although Dan Habit, 2 of them are with his wife, so whatever. I read 2 novels by Arthur C. Clarke as well. Of the 75 novels I read, 7 were by women. I don't know if this interests anyone. I don't care the gender of that person. And I've started a couple of new series. So I started Hunger by Jeremy Robson. It's a trilogy. I read the first. Alice by Christina Herry. I also read the first. Clown in the Cornfield by Adam Cesar, which I'm not going to continue, so that's it. It Waits on the Top Floor. I enjoyed, but I'm going to wait a bit to read the second novel. And that was it. Sorry. In terms of ratings, most of the books I've read, so of the 75 novels I've read, 33 are horror, so almost half of them. 23 are sci-fi, 8 are fantasy. Okay, in this group are in global Black Library novels. So if it's a 40k, it's sci-fi. If it's Warhammer, it's a fantasy one. So that's it. Also 8 fantasy, 23 sci-fi, and 30 horror. In terms of ratings, I two of them were rereads for me, so that's it. And in terms of ratings, I've got some books that I'm now putting in my top for the year, and they are going to be my favorites. One of them is Swan Song by Robert McMahon. It's total in my favorite category. I really enjoy as well, and I give it a 5 stars, Ghostmaker by Dan Abbott, Cypher, Lord of the Fallen by John French, Ship of Fools, Richard Paul Russo. It's also a 5-star read and a favorite as well. Murder at Spindle Manor, Morgan Stang, another excellent top novel, contender for Best Book of the Year, which, to be honest, I don't see it not going to Swan Song, but whatever. But it's there, and it's my favorite. I've bought all of her books as well. Tender is the Flesh by Agustina Basterrica. Also going to suggest this to someone who enjoys horror and wants to spice it up a bit. I enjoy Skyward, Brandon Sanderson, although everyone knows about this. The Hunt for Red October, another good Tom Clancy novel. Dead Wordle by Victoria Ayward. And finally, The Beheading by Guy Haley. No Longer Human by Junji Ito finish this top 10 books that I've read or reread in this. Okay, well, all of them are read. That are in my top 10 for now. It has been more or less good year. Okay, joining every book and average is going to be 69.2, so that's good, I guess. Some novels are bad, some novels are good. There are a couple of things that I'm noticing. Although I am enjoying several novels 5 stars, which a couple of years ago I didn't have that many percentage. I feel that horror is not doing what it used to do to me, because I've read a lot of horror, so maybe I need a break from it. I don't know. This is something that I'm going to talk maybe in the near future. One of the things I'm going to do for the next 4 months, September, October, November, and December, I'm going to read more old novels, some classics. I'm currently finishing Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. I also talked that I'm going to read other novels from the 60s, 70s, and so on. So, yeah. I'm going to try to do something different on my mind, and I'm also doing something that I've seen someone do it, and I really enjoy it, but I cannot do it. It's like I can't read. Imagine that I love a book. I love Ghostmaker by Dan Abbott. I really love it. It's top there. I can't read another book from him like afterwards. The next, like a trilogy altogether. I have never done this. I believe I've done this once. Sorry, but there were small books, 250 pages. But apart from that time, which I've done this, it was from a Black Library novel. I've never done this. Okay, so this is something new to me, and not now probably, but I will get a trilogy, and I'm going to read all the way through it. So like 3 books in a row, to see if I can really get to it. Most of the series I've read, I give it a couple of months and read again. Raven Cry, I've done that. I'm going to do through this. Probably not this next 3 months, but going to plan it until January or something like that. Because I've seen someone read, okay, let me read every book Richard Lemon did, and they read all the books they read in one go. I can't do that. Although I enjoy it, okay, I can't do that with an author, to read all of his books in one go. Usually it has to be a couple months apart. I've tried to do that with Caitlin O'Neill gear, and what I did was read one book for a month. So January, February, and then I don't read in March. I read in April. Maybe do some kind of that, like couple of series, January, February. Let's see, something to think about it. I don't know if you guys, someone is watching, if you feel it like that, like you can't read one author like several books altogether, not together, but consequential. I can't do that, and I see a lot of people doing that, but I really can't. Yeah, that's it from me. I really hope to up those numbers in the month of in the next few months. I've just removed Facebook from my mobile. I'm going to remove Reddit as well, probably. I'm going to try to read as much because distractions are everywhere. So yeah. So thank you all for being here. Thank you. Have a nice day.